Hey everyone! Today, EnergyWeb explains how to fix a stuck transaction in MetaMask. The average block time for both the test network and the main network is around 5 seconds, so you know your transaction is stuck when it stays in a pending state for longer than a couple of minutes. And this usually happens when you send a transaction with a gas price of 0, so in order to avoid this, you should always have some amount of gas set for the transaction's gas price. So let's walk through how to fix a transaction when it does get stuck. For this example, I'm on the Volta testnet. This is EnergyWeb's test environment, but the steps would be the same if you're on the mainnet. We would just be using EnergyWeb tokens instead of Volta tokens. So here in my MetaMask, you can see I'm connected to the Volta network. And you can see here that I have a transaction that's in a pending state, and it's been like this for a while now. So in order to fix this, first I'm going to copy my wallet address to the clipboard. And then I'm going to head over to the Volta Testnet EnergyWeb Block Explorer. And the Block Explorer lets you see all the transactions that happen on the chain. If we were using mainnet, we would go to another Block Explorer at explorer.energyweb.org. But since we're on Volta, we'll stay here. And we'll go up here to Transactions and select Pending from the dropdown. And I'm doing a quick search for my wallet address. And once you find that, click here to see the transaction details. So once we're here, we're going to look for the nonce value. The nonce value of a transaction is just the number of transactions that have been sent from this address. So it increases by 1 every time you send another transaction. So here my nonce is 21. So once we have that, we'll go back to MetaMask. And we need to change the settings in MetaMask to be able to override the nonce value of a transaction and put in our own custom nonce value. So let's go up here to Settings, and we'll go to Advanced. And then we'll scroll down till you see Customize Transaction Nonce, and you want to make sure this is toggled to on. And once you toggle it to on, just click Save. Now we're going to send 0 Volta tokens to our own wallet address and put the nonce in of the pending transaction. This will override the stuck transaction, and this time we'll make sure we have a gas price set. So go up here to send and put your own address in. We're going to send 0 Volta tokens. And for this example, I'm going to use 5 GUI for the gas price. We'll click Next. And we're going to want to put in the custom nonce that we saw in the Block Explorer. So that's 21. And we'll click Confirm. Now we're going to watch our pending transaction here. Great, so that's no longer in a pending state. We'll go over to the Block Explorer and click Refresh. And we'll see the transaction has been dropped/replaced. So you should see that your transaction has been replaced by the transaction we just sent, so that's no longer pending in the transaction queue here. It's important to note that if you still want your original transaction that was stuck to go through, you'll need to resend that transaction because it didn't go through. It was just replaced or overridden by the transaction we sent to ourselves with the stuck transaction's nonce value. Also, if you have several pending transactions in front of your stuck transaction, those will all most likely go through once your stuck transaction is overridden. That's it. If you have any questions or feedback, you can send it on the EnergyWeb Discord server. Thanks for being here.